Hey everybody, I for one welcome our new robot masters. How are you doing? It's KWADeRATIC and my camera's not panned properly again. Why is it? Or is I'm not panned properly? Yes, Christmas tree. Christmas is still here. There are still presents under the tree, and if there are still presents under the tree, it's still Christmas. So it's staying, and I don't care what you say. Happy New Year, Mr. Winterblue.
Happy New Year, sir. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well, thank you. And we should say a Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Yep. Happy New Year, flying people who can't fly.
Our first show of 2021, and we're all grounded. Thanks, Boris.
Yep. The universe is grounded, especially if you're using like an Earth lead. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to Clive, RC Maniac. You're both here. Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Resistance is futile for values of 1 ohm or less.
Yep. Oh God. Oh, it's gonna be one of those evenings. So it really is. It's going to be absolutely chaos. Absolute chaos.
I like absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. Absolutely. And I don't have beer tonight, as you may have noticed. I have been supplied with a fruity Merlot.
Hey Zach M, welcome. You're a new name. I don't recognise you.
Who's out there in chat? RC Maniac, WinterBlueFPV. No, hold on, that's you. Clive, yep. Hi Clive, how you doing? The Bearman's here.
Hey Bearman.
Help. Here comes the bear.
So what's new in the world of Cerberus?
Well, I'm amazed. I am actually amazed.
What are you amazed by?
I'm amazed by the International Space Station.
Okay. You know it's the size of like an American football field, right? Yeah. I
don't know because I didn't get very far.
Oh yeah, I haven't actually installed that yet. So I'm aware of it. I haven't.
So if anybody who's wondering, last episode, which was last year, the lovely Winterblue was trying to spend my Christmas bonus for me, and he did successfully manage to talk me into an Oculus Quest 2. And I'm quite glad he did actually. I'm quite impressed.
It's fantastic.
It's
I love
the
mine.
least painful, the least. God's sake, I've only had one sip of wine and I'm ruined. It's the least comfortable headset I own, and I've got DJI goggles. But it's quite a trip. Even fail safe.
They fail safe.
Yeah, so I install. You need to install the ISS experience because yes, very highbrow. Highbrow. I'm on the wine. Bit of
highbrow mental lubrication.
Bit of the Merlot. Do you know I called that Merlot for so long when I was a child. What am I talking about? I knew no better. So you can install the ISS experience. Right, okay, great. So you've got your goggles on, you're in the virtual world, and then you're on board the International Space Station. So there's no gravity. So if you've
only there is because you're stood on the ground.
So you do get a bit of motion sickness with the VR. I mean, you'll probably attest to this. Even a bit of beat sabering, you can feel a bit jubby, can't you?
Yeah, you have to get your VR legs.
Yeah, VR legs.
Even when you're floating in space.
Apparently, ginger will make it go away.
Oh, it's like when I first started flying, I used to get really queasy in the goggles, and I kind of had to build up to the point where I could fly for a whole day. I couldn't do it. It was like maybe an hour and a half, and I was like, I'm done. I physically can't do anymore. And it's the same with VR. You kind of just have to build it up little by little, because I've got to the point now because I've had mine a little bit longer than yours. And I can throw it on. I can be under the goggles for the entire battery.
I'm getting there. Starting to work up a bit more VR legs. Has to be said. I'm waiting for BlueVelvet to rock it. I've brought at her behest a drawing thing where you can draw in 3 dimensions, which will be right up her alleyway, I would imagine. She's just smiling at me, which isn't going to work on microphone. So
I was looking, but
so
I couldn't
yeah,
see it.
the International Space Station thing. Oh my god! Don't, honestly. If you're new to VR, don't do it. Just do not do it. If you want to make yourself puke in VR, pretend you're an astronaut, because just no, bad.
There's an Apollo 11 sim that I'm also interested in playing around
Very
with,
bad.
because for those of you who don't know in the chat, I am absolutely fascinated by the Apollo missions.
Space.
Like,
Who's not fascinated by
Yep.
space?
space! You know, everyone wants to go to space. If I could be an astronaut and live on Mars, I'd be like, fuck you guys, I'm going to Mars. Screw you guys, I'm going
Absolutely.
home.
Let's get away from all these people. Failsafe says Beat Saber is the best VR game ever played. Well,
I agree, actually. I've been playing a lot of
I
Beat
would have
Saber.
agreed with you. I would have agreed with you up until last night when I discovered they've ported Res. Did you play
Yeah.
Res back in the day?
I didn't play it back in the day. I have had a bit of a play with it at work today. Not really, boss. And it's all right.
Yeah, you probably had to go.
I think it has a bit of. It's probably like a nostalgia
you
thing.
probably
Maybe.
need the nostalgia of it. They've put the whole original game in, which is great, and then they've put Res Area X or something. Now that's like the full, like the new version designed for VR. That's really cool, and you're kind of in space playing that as well. And I was fine. I was so tripping out playing music, but yeah, didn't care.
I'll give that a go. I'll give that a go.
Right. Yeah,
Good
might
job.
like it. I'm just going to play with my camera the entire evening. I can see it coming.
Yeah, you just got to let it
Let
go,
it
man.
go. Let it go.
Let it go. I really like the Leo cover of that. Is it Leapfrog Studios?
The heavy metal guy. The heavy metal.
Yeah, the heavy metal guy. That's just dope. That is
I
totally
like.
dope.
Do you want to kill some rebels? That amuses me no end. KWADeRATIC
KWADeRATIC edition.
Absolutely. Nostalgia just isn't what it used to be. Do you know? But
Yeah, man.
But speaking of things that aren't nostalgia at all, speaking of things that are absolutely brand new, cutting edge right now, check out my version 2 DJI goggles.
No, they're
Version
version 1.
2 they are. Version 2, I'm telling you. Version 2. What have they changed?
Not a lot.
Not a fat lot.
It's a short answer. It's more like version 1.2 than version 2. But actually, I was reading something earlier on today about the way DJI iteratively improve their products.
Say that again 3 times fast.
No. So if you look at like the Phantom 4, they have a Phantom 4 Pro V2, and it's an iterative advancement on the Pro 4. And they've got like so what we'll see is DJI FPV version 2, rather than there'll be a different name. They'll name it slightly differently, whereas this is more like this is their kind of evolution on the same premise. And all they've really added that anyone's really going to care about is it's got an internal battery or a clip-on battery.
No,
or something.
I've seen a lot of people falsely reporting that it has a built-in battery. It does not have a built-in battery. It comes with a battery.
Oh, there you go. It comes with a battery and something to do with 2.4 gigahertz radio that we can't actually talk about.
That is my DJI pack. That is 4S 2P 18650s. Build.
I just use whatever 4S or 3S packs I've got lying around.
Like
I don't really
7,000 milliamps, so that's kind of handy. I've
got a 2,300 3S that I usually use for my goggles, and that'll do me an entire day's flying. So, and the other thing they've added that is potentially interesting is the ability to output the live view to a smartphone.
Hello, this is interesting. Do we think this is going to be Android only because basically it's a port of the Android app that's on the smart controller anyway?
Possibly.
Could be. And 2.4 gigahertz.
I can't talk about that.
Well,
not in any real depth because no one really knows. It's to do with all we really know is it's something to do with unreleased stuff.
Do you think that's for the FPV drone that people have been touting? We've mentioned that on the show before.
Yeah, I think it is, and I think there's probably going to be an air unit version 1.2, and probably a Cadex Vista version 1.2, and a toilet brush version 1.2.
I predict there'll be a version 1.2 or a version 2 or whatever it is, a new version of the air unit, and it will have a 16:9 sensor in the camera. Because at the moment, not supported, but you'd think with the new refresh rate they've got in the version 2, I think that kind of points towards some 16:9. So you might find even that the new FPV drone is 16:9.
Yeah, probably.
That's my prediction. Put 50p on it, folks. You heard it here. Third, I'm sure.
It's just one of those things, isn't it? We're just going to have to see what happens over the next couple of months as they release the rest of the product line.
Wasn't it? I saw Joshua's video on it, and he to me it seemed like he was shocked that the NDA lifted.
He was. Yeah, everyone was.
Wasn't quite expecting.
Like everyone.
That.
It wasn't their usual organised release. It was very much a. I think it was a case of we need to do something or else we're fucked.
What prompted them to break cover though?
I don't know. My marketing contacts have been giving me the runaround, so I can't actually tell you. I've been trying.
The cat is purring so loudly I can hear him from over here. I mean, my suspicion is they cancelled production of version 1, expecting stocks to last until version 2's launch, and then the stocks didn't last in any way, shape or form because everybody got them for Christmas. I got them for Christmas.
Yeah, you got the last ones at my usual supplier.
Well, that was
literally the very last ones.
Then they pulled the plug on production, didn't they? So, but I'm not at all concerned about version 2. I've seen a lot of people online going, I need to sell my version 1s quickly before they devalue. So it's like, why? What's the point?
I don't. With the exception of the video out potential capabilities, I think that there is absolutely no benefit. If you've already got DJI, there's no benefit to upgrading. Wait for them to actually release a real version.
Clive says in chat that Bardwell posted on Facebook he had to rush the video. Yeah, he was caught on that by. I think it was stock levels. The other thing we can place bets on is if version 2 is going to enable video output over USB-C to a tablet device. Is that going to be worked into the version 1 by a firmware update, or are we going to be abandoned?
That no one knows. I mean, if you watch Mr. Bardwell's video, he says that DJI is saying they're going to continue to support the V1, but who knows?
I think I'm going to have 50p. I'm going to have 50p that says they'll backport it to the version 1, and we'll get USB-C video output on version 1 goggles.
I wouldn't necessarily bet against you.
RC Maniac says he won't complain about the chance to get version 1s cheap. No, absolutely.
No, and I'm a pure DJI pilot now. I don't. I was about to say I don't have anything analog left in the house. What have you just done? But I do because my son. I just realised
why I look weird. I haven't got my studio lights on.
So my kid for Christmas, I bought him a Christmas present.
Well, you're supposed to buy him a Christmas present, yes.
Yeah, I bought him one of these. I don't know if that's on camera. There you go.
Spoiled.
So he's got a little ready to fly Tiny Hawk with the Emax analog goggles that are horrific.
So you spent Christmas getting everybody better FPV things.
Yeah, or FPV things to start with. All he's done with it so far is ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor. Where's the prop gone?
We've all been there.
In fact, he turned when I had him round earlier. The first thing he said was, "Daddy, can I fly my drone?" I was like, "The batteries aren't charged." Well, why not? You knew I was coming. But, oops,
that was horrendous. Bad daddy.
Yeah, so I have charged. I've got the batteries put to one side to charge up for when he comes round next. Which reminds me, dude, I need some whoop gates from you.
You can have whoop gates. I will create you whoop gates. I'm working on a couple of additions to whoop gates, actually, to the Killer Quads whoop gate project, which is available on Thingiverse. And there is a donate button, which nobody's ever clicked, but there we go. I'm not.
Yeah. Speaking of Killer Quads and the Killer Quads funding status, if you guys want to make a donation towards Killer Quads funding and help us do bigger and better things this year, then drop me or Cerberus an email or a text or Discord or anything, and we can send you a PayPal me link.
Now I've thought about doing a Patreon thing, but to me Patreon thing, it seems to be like you do a Patreon thing if you make lots of really good YouTube content and people pay, you know, a couple of dollars a month to watch it. I don't think that's really suitable, is it, for what we do?
No, I don't think that's right for us. I think we'll take this off air and have a discussion. That's what I think. In the meantime,
working from home
if people want to make a donation, if people want to make a donation to help support what Killer Quads is doing and help fund things like gates and timing equipment and God knows what else that we might need, cones.
Well, we do.
You can never have enough cones.
We do have a PayPal me thing. Should I spin that up and actually know what that is? Hold on, bear with me 1 second.
Yeah, you should. See, I've thrown him for a loop. While you're doing that, do you want to skip over to the boring PowerPoint?
No, that's not.
And I can bore people. But I like boring people. That's what I do for a living.
Yeah, that's like later in the show. It's only 18 minutes into the show. You'll peak too soon.
Oh God!
I want to peak too soon. Oh God! I've got two-factor authentication turned on. For crying out loud!
So as you can see, we are our usual.
No, we're not.
Mess.
We're not at all. We didn't have. I'm going to let.
You have no show notes.
You into a little secret, dear listener, both of you. We didn't do a production meeting this week, so we'd be interested in your feedback at the end of the show. Whether you prefer a show with a production meeting beforehand, or if you prefer us just completely out of our depth with no script and no idea what we're doing. I'm not sure that's much different to usual. To be fair,
the thing is, we could probably pull up the old show notes and go, oh, we didn't cover this topic. We didn't cover this topic. We didn't cover this topic.
I thought you were just going to say, let's just do last week's show. No fucker or notice. Oh, I swore. Sorry.
Ooh.
Please do not say or yes.
Yeah, no swearing. We are. Yeah.
Right,
no
how do I find the thing where people
know.
do the thing?
Look, we'll stick it in the video description for next time and in all future video descriptions, so it's always there for you
That's
guys.
a really good plan. But we do have...
Failsafe says he hates PayPal's new two-factor auth.
I agree with you.
It
sucks the balls of a donkey. It's not good. Because there's a little tick box, right? There's a tick box, and you tick it, and that tick box says, don't ask me on this machine. Like, remember this machine, and don't ask me again. And does it? No.
No.
Absolutely not. PayPal, fix that, and then we'll be fine.
What are you holding in your hand?
A DC barrel connector.
Oh.
Because
I thought it was some kind of new cool thing.
I need a stress ball for when I'm doing the show, because I need to occupy my hands, and apparently masturbating during the program isn't allowed. So, what's that?
That was stressful.
I need one of those because nervous energy. So I didn't mean to throw that. So
speaking of nervous energy, you know Pavel, you know Pavel Spaskowski, the iNav.
Oh, I love him, but I can't stand him.
He's got a thinking prop. If you ever watch any of his live streams, he has a red propeller that he thinks with.
Red propeller that he thinks with. To be fair, I was fiddling with one of our prize props earlier. But I put that down in favour of this because it's more interactive. Look, you can plug it and unplug it and things. I tell you what, actually, I bet. See, that's one of the reasons I made this, my little switch in a box. Because then you can play it. I bet there's something 3D printable that's got like switches and levers and There's the thing,
Yep.
isn't there? It's like a dice, but it's got like a switch and a button, and that'd be perfect.
That gives me an idea for a future competition.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you going to share with the class? I need more wine.
Well,
Is what I need.
Did we come up with a competition prize for this week's thing, or were we going to wing it? I can't remember. My brain's
A photo contest category. Yes. Show us what you're going to fly as soon as this fucking lockdown ends. A fidget cube. That's the word I'm looking for. Failsafe FPV and RC Maniac. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. I need a fidget cube. Darling. Fidget cube. Could you Google fidget? Oh, for fuck.
If you
Just-
can say it.
Say it 3 times quickly, Seb. Go on.
Fidget cube, fidget cube, fidget cube.
Now say it backwards.
Cube, fidget, cube, fidget, cube, fidget. I need a fidget cube. That would be the answer. I've got a bigger one as well. Look, I've got another box with a switch.
Have you?
Look. Dead handy, that is.
That looks like it's a project of
It
some
may
kind.
be the remnants of a failed project, yes.
You don't have failed projects. You just have iterative design.
You've said iterative an awful lot tonight. Is that like your word of the week?
It's word of the day. I've been doing iterative coding today, so expanding on things and still breaking them.
Marvellous. That's what we like to hear. I'm gonna play with this one. The only problem with this one is it's got no screws in it. That's the problem.
Well,
This was actually the second iteration. This is a smaller switch in the thing. The concept being that you put this in your if you've got a pocket pack and you've got a lead running from your pocket to your goggles, you put this somewhere in your lead and you go boop, and then you can't see what you're doing and you crash. It's good.
I like it. So it's the crash button.
This is if you're out flying with your mates, right, and you spot that one of them has a switch like round about here that runs up to their goggles. Just really, really, really quietly, just creep up to them while they're flying and go, boop, and then run like a motherfucker.
Yeah, don't do that to a DJI pilot because they will hunt you down. They will
Don't do that
kill
to
you
any pilot.
and your children. Yeah, but those Vistas and air units are well expensive. Remember,
Yes. Well, it's
you down one of those far away, you're not going to be a
I'm
happy
not flying
pilot.
mine yet. I'm very disappointed. I built my
New segment, Winter Blues work of the week.
work of the week or word of the week because he doesn't do any work. He pretends to do work. He doesn't actually do any.
If you're listening, boss, that's totally not true.
Tell you what though, for Christmas you got a shiny new microphone.
I did. It's
So this
there.
is the first episode of Winter Blue's shiny new microphone. So
No, it's not.
No, it wasn't.
no, it wasn't, was it? Because we did the 29th, which is after Christmas. All right, this is the second episode, but I'm noticing you're slightly more echoey. You've taken the tree down? That's what it is.
Maybe.
You need some acoustic foam behind your microphone.
My microphone moves, so that's not practical.
Okay.
Like sometimes it's there, sometimes it's there,
You need
sometimes
acoustic foam all around the house.
no. No, I really don't.
No,
Well, maybe I do,
RC
'cause then I
Maniac
can play
says
louder music.
Winter Blues
Okay.
word of the week. You could have a word of the week. That would be quite entertaining, I think.
Okay, the word of the week this fortnight is going to be hermaphrodite.
No, iterative. Stop changing the script. What did you say over there?
Discombobulate.
Discombobulate is a very good word. I'm very discombobulated right now.
I approve of that word too.
Matt Berman says too much wine. No, look, I'm such a lightweight at the moment. Hi, June.
Do you know what I find particularly amusing? Is the people in the chat are all basically are all picking on you, not me. And it's me just taking the script and going, I'm tearing this into little pieces. And
Well, that's
making
what
it
happens when we
better."
don't even have a script.
Oh yeah.
So speaking of not having a script, I did actually write a couple of things down. So I wrote new DJI goggles because obviously I've shown you my new goggles. They're brilliant. Version 2, amazing, do wonderful things.
Version 1.2. They should name them better.
The next thing on my list was "Don't fly, you fucktards," which
Oh god, yes. Yeah, absolutely. This be a
I
mob
hate
on
to
it.
be Jobsworth about this, boys and girls. I really do hate to be Jobsworth about this. But if you're gonna go out and fly, don't paste it on Facebook. Don't
Don't post
put
it
it
anywhere.
on social media. Officially,
Don't
you
just-
should not be flying. It is recreation. You are only allowed to go out for an hour in your local area and have a wank in a bush. No, have a walk. Have a walk. Exercise for 1 hour. Look, you got to take this seriously. In all seriousness, you do need to take this seriously. You shouldn't actually be flying right now. If you find yourself in a position where you're in a park and the police decide they're going to do a little check on the park to see what's going on, you're going to bag yourself a fine, and you're going to drag the hobby into disrepute. So don't do it. Don't do it. And if you are going to do it, don't be dumb enough to post it on Facebook. What are you doing? Sorry.
He's right. He's right, you know.
Rant, but I did.
Yeah, it's all good. Rants are funny, but no. In all seriousness, I agree with you. Now is not the time for flying. Now's the time for building. Go build
Do
something.
you want to build a snowman?
No, I want to build a Tesla.
Come
car.
on, let's go and play.
We're not allowed to
We
play.
never get to anymore. Boris screwed it up. The virus won't go
Hooray.
away. Unless you own loads of land at your house. Yes, Clive, good point. If you
Yep.
own a chuffing great patch of land, you can fly. and
Or if you've got a tiny route
and
around
you
your
can
house.
also invite us round so that we can fly.
No, because we're not allowed to do that.
Well, we are if we don't put it on Facebook.
No, we're not allowed to do that.
So building. So yes.
No, you-
so that
Build
brings
stuff.
us neatly then, I suppose. I'm gonna take the segue while I can, because why wouldn't I? But that brings us to the picture of the week.
And thank you to all those people who've entered this week's competition. It has been absolutely
Yes,
amazing.
We've been absolutely flooded with a grand total of 1.
So congratulations to the winner.
Getting a broken prop. I'm behind on broken props. Okay, I have to admit, being stuck indoors because we're even worse than you guys who are trapped. We're shielding, so we can't go out at all. So I am slightly behind on props. I will get them sent out, I promise. If you're owed a prop, and I don't message you in the next couple of days, message me, and I will ensure that you get your prop. Even the chap in Poland, I've figured out a way how to send it to you now, so I will get that sorted. I promise. Broken prop. All right, now Dangerous Brian's going, I'd fly that.
Yeah, probably. Do you know what the biggest problem I've got with the broken props thing? It was a really good idea, except I've actually run out of broken props. So I'm now going to start breaking props intentionally to send them out as prizes.
So you're going to be like sat there like chucking props at the wall, just.
No, I'm gonna take a scalpel to them or wire cutters or something. I don't know how I'm going to break them, but I'm going to break them.
Well, as long as it's broken and signed, and Gigi, don't do it. Now is not the time. Hi, Gigi Puss. Hello. Say,
So this is Killer Quad's mascot.
hey, Gigi Puss. Do you want some red wine?
Red wine.
Right. So we asked our wonderful viewers last show to send us photos of terrible soldering jobs that they had done themselves, ideally, or that they had witnessed. And this was the entry from RC Maniac 98. Is that it? You're going to sit on the laptop now, aren't you? You absolute lunatic. No, you're off. All right. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming. Right. At least I didn't do it a linity. So this was from RC Maniac. Can you see that there? Can you see what that actually is in the middle of that boardlet?
That looks like a piece of
That's a
copper
bodge
wire.
wire. That's what in the trade we call a bodge wire. So are you familiar with what a bodge wire is? So,
I'm guessing based on that image that it's something that someone throws in just to make it work.
yeah, basically. So the designer of the PCB would have spent a lot of time laying out all the tracks and the components and arranging things so that the routing all works really nicely. And at some point in that design process, they've accidentally deleted a track or forgotten to include it, or they haven't routed it in when they've done the net of routes. So they've then sent off the design
And everything's frozen.
to China or wherever, and they've produced the PCBs, and they've come back and they've got 10,000 of them with a mistake. So what you do is you solder in a bodge wire by hand to replace that track that you've forgotten. Now that, and I will go back to boom. That was, hold on, and I'll tell you what that was on. There you go.
It was on one of those Power
Yes.
Play DVRs.
So RC Maniac 98 says, not exactly a horrendous soldering job, but a surprising find. That is a genuine factory bodge wire and a brand new immersion RC power play. So they made a little mistake, but it's not unusual. I mean, if you look at an Atari 2600 Woodfront, that's got loads of bodge wires in it. Just got it today and opened it up. Warranty void. Good stuff. I like the way you fly. First day, warranty voided. Open it up to do the 18650 mod. As stock, it takes 18500s, but who has any of those? What? These?
Anyone who's got
Anyone
an
who's
X-Lite will have those.
will have those.
And let's face it, only of all the pilots I know, and I know a fair few pilots these days, I only know one who flies with an X-Lite.
That must be me then.
Yes. You're the only person I know who
I was trying to
actually
think who
uses
that
an
could
X-Lite.
actually be, and then I realised it must be me. Since you know me and I know
Yeah.
you, and therefore, yes. Well, I love my X-Lite. X-Lite rocks. The only thing I don't like about my X-Lite is this stupid 3D printed bull crap on the back of it. Look at it. It's the same thickness as the X-Lite. So when Immersion RC finally do the Ghost Nano, which they assure me is not vaporware, and they will produce it, I don't believe that at all. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? So do you know what it's going to have to be? It's going to have to be Tracer, isn't it? Because there's a Tracer Nano. But then I don't get to put a Ghost module in my Orcas. I'm so conflicted.
I would. You're not going to like it, but I'd say just get a DJI. Or in fact, no. There's a better solution.
I can't stand the DJI controller.
There's actually no. There is a realistic alternative to the X-Lite.
Go on.
It is made by Radio Master. They have a gamepad style controller with a multi-protocol module
TBS Tango.
inside. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's TBS.
Does mean
Tango.
giving Trappy more money, which I'm never that happy about. Seriously, if Immersion
No, there
if
is
Immersion
a Radio
RC
Master
would
thing.
just
So.
actually break cover with the Ghost Nano, which there are renderings of, and I have emailed them and said, look, is this real? Because if it's not going to be real, if it's vaporware, tell me now, and I'll go off and buy a Crossfire Nano. And they said, no, it is real, it will happen. I don't know if I believe that. Jumper and Radio Master both make a gamepad style controller. Yeah,
Yeah, but I can't recommend a jumper radio ever. My experience with jumper radios means that I cannot. It doesn't matter what they produce in between now and forever. I will never ever recommend a jumper radio to anybody. I would rather eat my hat.
eat my shorts. But the problem
Okay,
problem
Bob.
is it's not so much the controller. It's the module. I want to go Ghost, and I want to go Ghost because I'm an Orca user. But that said, the Ghost module in an Orca currently doesn't do anything. They haven't written any firmware that makes it do a thing. So what am I doing? What am I waiting for? Come on, this is rubbish. Do you product manufacturers need to get your thumbs out your bums and figure out what you're doing? Because I'm waiting on some vaporware hardware that connects to some vaporware firmware. What am I doing? This is why DJI
Oh, no.
are going to win. Because
Yep.
yeah,
There are new robot
because-
overlords. Hey, Squeaky, welcome.
Even Squiggy, yeah, because DJI have got their ducks in a row. They've got their wagons in a circle, and they just put stuff out that works.
Yep. Like, so, I'm a big fan of it just works. The it just works
Absolutely.
philosophy. Like the last thing I want to do is spend hours and hours faffing and tuning and poking, and
Yeah.
I just want to plug it all in and it work. You know, I enjoy a good build, but I do like the you just plug it in and it works.
Now we're both techies for a living. We both do something with computers for a job, and I always say that's why I don't have an Android phone. Like a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you're a techie.
Yep.
Why are you tied into iPhone? You know, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't modify it and you can't." And I'm like, I don't want to. I really don't
want to do any of that.
I spend all day at work in front of a computer, fiddling with stuff to make it work. I don't want to do that on my phone. I want to pick it up and press call and it works. And Apple have got that figured,
Yep.
and DJI have kind of got that figured as well. RC Maniac says the mute FPV video for the 18650 mod. I don't see the mod wire in his. But you could just have a different version of the board, perhaps a different batch where they'd fix the design. Well, yours is newer, RC Maniac, so yours could be a new design. Maybe they tried to upgrade something and in the process, version 1.2, they introduced a problem.
Okay.
Not unusual. You fix one bug, you introduce 6 more. Squeaky Free says Ghost is good. I agree, Ghost is good, and I want Ghost, but I'm not hanging it off the back of my RX Lite with this stupid thing. Make the Nano.
Make it internal. Do you fly anything on 2.4 gigahertz with it?
Whoops.
So no, then.
Yeah, because I'm trying to
flies
fly
a
my
Whoop?
Whoop more, but I'm not really managing it. My lovely lady wife brought me replacement props and a replacement frame for my Whoop, which doesn't say much about her confidence in my abilities, but it was really, really awesome. So I should probably make an effort to actually go out and break some of those props, shouldn't I? Not go out, stay in. Everybody stay in. You all have to stay in.
Yeah, don't go out, don't go and fly. It is against the law right now.
Trappy is probably working on a remote ID system for the Yanks. Yeah, he probably is. To be fair, Crossfire's almost there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Crossfire can already do kind of stuff like that because it's got
it's already uppy downy. So
on the diversity
that's
receivers.
my technical term. It's uppy downy. Try Red Pine on the Whoop. What's Red Pine? I've not heard of Red Pine. It is interesting. Well, I'm interested.
It's interesting.
You've sold it to me already. Tell me more. Tell me more. Does it mean I can? I mean, I could just Crossfire the Whoop, couldn't I? I mean, a Nano's not huge.
No, it's like 3 grams.
I mean, that could be a thing. Crossfire Whoops, long range Crossfire Whoops. That would be amazing. A clown.
Hey, clown.
Yeah, we've gone totally off script that we don't have.
That we don't have. Yeah, there is no script tonight. We've had no production meetings. We've both been really busy in our VR world.
So I'm going to make a promise that in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be less busy and more available, and Winterblue and I shall chat more than we have in the last 2 weeks, which has been like not at all.
Almost nothing. I got to hold my hands up. That is mostly my fault because I'm absolutely back to back.
He doesn't make time for me anymore, viewers.
That's not true. I always respond to your messages within 12 hours.
I don't know about that.
I said within 12 hours.
Clown says, don't
minutes.
Crossfire a Whoop. I did it and it was a bad move. Okay, Clown, I need to know more. And Red Pine, I need to know more. Don't make me Google. It's still 2.4, I think it's on. No idea.
Who knows?
Somebody just call Immersion RC and tell them to sort their crap out, for crying out loud. Don't advertise things that you're not going to build. So should I stop ranting now? I probably should, shouldn't I? I'm gonna pour some more wine.
Maybe.
The board in
Matt Bim wants to know if we're going to have another Killer Quad sim night. I think we'll set one of those up. We'll do another a live streamed Killer Quads race night. We'll do one of those.
Yeah, we haven't done a streamed sim sesh for absolutely blooming ages, have we? We should do one of those.
Yeah, So on our streaming to-do list, I hope someone's taking some notes.
I'll just watch the stream back later. It'll be fine.
Sorry, I've just had a text.
Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. Who uses telemetry on a Whoop? I mean, I would.
Nobody.
That could be quite
Who
funny.
uses a Whoop?
Telemetry that tells you which one of the bedrooms you've ended up upside down in. Actually, that sounds like a really good party I went to once in my teens.
Yeah, I can relate to comments like that. My train of thought's gone. Yeah, so we actually have a few things we're looking to do in the not too distant future, stream wise. So we're going to do the after hours stream. We'll after this stream, you and I are going to sit down and we're going to pick a date for that. So we've got it
KWADeRATIC
in
after
the diaries.
dark. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we are going to do that, and we'll turn off all the lights.
And everybody
so you can't
watching
see us.
has to take their pants off.
Oh God, really? Oh wait, I'm not watching, so it's fine. So yeah, we're going to book that in. We will also do. We'll also book in a date for a Killer Quads.
So what I will do then, I think, is I will throw a post up on the Killer Quads Facebook group, because the thing I tend to find whenever we do a streamed sim sesh is there are 3 or 4 people that are really up for it, and it's always those 3 or 4 people whose diaries completely clash. Diaries clash. So I don't typically do this because democracy is such a pain in the bum. But what I'll do is I'll put a post up and just get a bit of a steer on who's available when, because there's no point in RC Maniac says, wait, people wear pants torches? There's no point in us doing a live stream sim sesh where the 4 or 5 people that are absolutely bang up for it are the same 4 or 5 people that are already booked in to do something else. So we will try and pick a day, an evening, when some people are available. So I'll put that in my to-do list. I will make a post on the group, and I'll get some steer from people. So if you see that post, respond to it, because then we can help. I really need to shave the sides. I'm going. Shall I just?
I need a shave too. I need to stop looking at.
Shall I might just go full beard. Yeah, I might just go full beard. I've never done that before.
Yeah, do it. Wait, people wear pants in lockdown. Yes, I know, and even trousers. And socks.
I haven't worn pants.
Only sometimes.
Fuck it. I'm not going anywhere. My mum always used to say to me, you got to put fresh pants on. What if you got hit by a bus? Well, it'd be fucking good chance of getting hit by a bus locked indoors, wouldn't it? So yeah. So anyway, Squeaky FPV.
I've got a really random question I need an answer to. I need an alternative word for distraction.
An alternative word for distraction?
I can't use the word distraction. I need a different word.
Just the other week, somebody stole my thesaurus. I didn't have words for how angry I was.
Don't ask me why. I need an alternative to the word distraction, and I need it like right now.
Alexa, what's an alternative word for distraction?
Synonyms for distraction meaning having one's attention drawn away include interruption, complication, or disturbance.
Interruption, complication, or disturbance.
Okay, here's 10 Lord Villa. They must be
That's perfect.
Alexa, shush now. Honestly, she always... Shut up! She always tries to go above and beyond, Alexa, if you notice that. Alexa, shut up!
So Squeaky FPV has got an Ender 3 Pro printing the %IS on 0. What? I have no idea what Squeaky's
Is this an
on
Octoprint thing,
at
Squeaky
all.
FPV?
I don't know.
Asmania
Who knows?
correctly points out, and I did mention this to my mother when I was a child, that if you get hit by a bus, your pants aren't going to be clean anyway. Yeah.
This is true.
That just got me a clip round the ear and sent to my room.
You had a room? You must have been
We
rich.
lived in cardboard box. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, dearie me. So what have we done? We've done new goggles. We've done stop flying and posting it on Facebook, you silly fuckers. We've done bad soldering.
Language.
The picture of
I don't
the
think
week's
it's-
contest next show.
RC Maniac.
Maniac has won a signed broken prop
Yep.
and a killer.
But not that
sticker.
one.
I put the killer quad sticker somewhere safe. So yes, so we need. Oh, there you go. Killer quad sticker.
I'm organised.
Screen frozen on the printer. Just noticed. Is it still printing? If it's still printing, then I would take a don't know, don't care approach and just let it keep printing. So we need a picture of the show for next show, and something that people will actually bother to send us a picture of. So I was thinking, send me a picture of what you're going to fly when lockdown ends. What's the first thing that you're going to fly when lockdown ends? What do you think?
I'm going to fly my pants on a stick.
I'm seriously concerned about what the image quality would be like on FPV pants. I think you may see things you didn't want to see.
We need to launch. We need to add Killer Quad's pants to the merch list.
We've got Killer Quad socks. Nobody buys them. This is actually going back to your earlier point of 2020 was financially absolutely awful and cost me a shitload of money. We could actually, and I should actually, put a bit of a bigger push on the merch, because at least if you spent 20 quid on a t-shirt, we'd get a fiver in the bank and you'd have something to show for it. So yeah, I quite like the KK stickers. I'm glad that you like them, Failsafe.
They're awesome.
We just give those away. We should probably sell those for £1 each, but we just give those away. Yeah, so that actually that would be a good thing, is to do some merch. We do have caps. We do have
Masks.
face masks. Yeah, hold on. I did some of these to see what I thought. Check that bad boy out. That is an actual Killer Quads face mask. If you want one of those, drop me a message. Cerberus at killerquads.com. If that's something you absolutely have to have in your life, let me know and I can put them into your life. Because yeah, I did those and I thought nobody's going to buy those. We've sold historically we've sold 6 t-shirts. I think 3 of those were to me. So
I actually have no Killer Quads merch.
it's an outrage.
Except for the stickers, but they're to give out. So
Yeah. I should do you a cap, really. Do you a cap.
Yeah, man.
The cap's quite nice.
I don't like snapback caps though.
So,
just for the record, snapbacks
well.
piss me off.
Too bad.
They're uncomfortable.
That's what we do. Snapbacks. Strap a DJI Air unit to what? To your pants or to Boris Johnson?
DJI Air unit pants.
DJI. That would be. I'm not sure that would be good. I'm not sure you want to see that in HD. Failsafe.
Oh god! And just think, those things get really, really hot as well.
Dear Deirdre, I burnt my bottom on a DJI Air unit, and my wife wants to know what. No. Matt Berman says he's going to fly Boris Johnson's head into the Thames. Join the queue. Absolutely. Yeah, look, it's like an elastoplast, right? If you just gently, gradually peeling the elastoplast, then it's going to hurt. And that's exactly what we're doing, is we're gradually peeling the elastoplast off. If we had 6 months ago gone for the short, sharp shock and knocked this thing on the head, then we'd all be out flying tomorrow. But we keep doing these itsy bitsy little measures and they're not working, and it's costing people's lives, and it's annoying. Annoying is probably an understatement. Might be nice in the winter. Might be nice in the winter to have a DJI unit in your pants.
No, those things get really, really hot, Clown. You really have no idea. Just no.
Well, you could wrap it in something to distribute the heat. It would be fine. Some sort of DJI air unit padded nappy pants that keep you padded and warm. Thermal padded DJI air unit pants. There we go. Stick a Killer Quads logo on them, and we'll be millionaires.
Or bankrupt.
Footage.
There is no in between.
RC Maniac says at least the footage won't be going on YouTube. That's a good point.
Other suitable sites might be available.
They might be. Oh,
but as I know, there are minors in the chat, we won't mention any of them.
No, so,
we'll save that for the after-hours show.
So since I stopped you earlier from doing,
it's too late. There's not enough time.
Tip.
No,
of
I've got
the
tip.
Week.
No,
tip
I
of
haven't
the.
got a tip.
It's tip of the week. Tip of the week.
I'm working on a PowerPoint and I have no tips.
There we go.
So I was going to do this whole thing about if you're a noob going and flying with people, but actually it's going to take way longer than 7 minutes. So there is no point going through it now.
We could
at all.
But we didn't do it last week. We didn't do it last show. Should we just run over, or do you want to just carry it on? Should we carry it on?
We'll pick it up next. We'll pick it up next time. We've got a tip of the week. I just need a bit. This one's going to take about 15-20 minutes at least.
What? Okay then. Right, we won't do. We'll skip to there. That's
tip of the week.
That's my fault because you did want to do it earlier, and I was like, no, we're too busy talking crap. We'll not do it. Which
I was organised.
That means you.
I even did a PowerPoint presentation and everything.
Well, you've got another 2 weeks now. You could add like a whole other page, a whole other slide to it, which would be really good.
No, I'm not doing it now. Fail safe.
Clown, that is a lovely barefoot Merlot. Apologies for my screen being backwards, but it's so I can face that way. So you'll be a bit confused that I'm drinking a Toll Rem. I'm drinking a lovely Toll Rem. Tip of the week: be better prepared. I didn't say that.
RC Maniac.
But
right,
shots fired.
Right. In which case, Sir, I'm putting this out there. Next show, RC Maniac is going to do tip of the week.
No, you've got to do.
I'm going to do my guide for noobs going and flying. RC Maniac is going to do a tech tip of the week. He's going to come on. He's going to do it. I'm not taking no for an answer.
He's a member of the audience. You can't just drag members of the audience on stage to do your bit for you.
Watch me.
Oh, crikey, blimey.
So, yeah, RC Maniac, you have exactly 14 days, 13 days and 58 hours and 5 minutes to come up with a decent tech tip of the week for the next show.
Yeah, see, you could be in trouble here because he could blow you out of the water and it could become an actual thing.
I kind of hope it is. Like RC Maniac's he's got tech skills. I've just got accrued knowledge. There's a big difference.
He has amazing tech skills, and will share them with you. If you break something, if you break a PCB, call RC Maniac because he can probably solder it back together.
Yep. So yeah, he's kind of made a rod for his own back there, and he will be on in 2 weeks' time to do the tech tip of the week. We will be in touch, Mr. Maniac, to get you on for your very own segment.
This means I have to figure out a way to bring somebody, because we brought Clown in. Not Clown, Sync. Sorry, I've got Clown on the brain. Sorry, Clown. We brought Sync in last week, and I thought it was all going really, really well, and it looked really good on the broadcast end. But when I watched the show back, there was a terrible, terrible delay in Sync's audio. So apologies everybody that had to sit through that. And next time we bring, I was about to say next time we bring a third into our relationship, but that seemed dangerous. So next time we add someone else onto the conversation. I will endeavour to.
I've got an idea on how we can do that.
I
by
will
the way.
endeavour to do it properly. Record a video and send it in. You could do that. Yeah,
We could do that,
you could record it.
but then we can't heckle you. So,
That's probably why you'd prefer it.
I've got an idea for that. So I have a tech solution for that one that involves.
Does it involve Endis? Because Endis,
No.
sorry to get technical, viewers, but Endis is the way we bring Skype in, and I always think it's NCIS for some reason, and then it doesn't work, and it's a pain.
No, I've got a better way. There is a better way.
There's no better way. There's no better way. If Winter Blue managed to get Bardwell on his show, surely he can get RC Maniac on.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. RC Maniac will be here in 2 weeks' time with a tech tip of the week.
RC Maniac's tech tip of the week. And there's a delay. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be?
This is the power of the internet. It's amazing.
Endis.
It's all
Endis.
all those packets.
Sucks balls. All sorts of balls. Yeah, but at least
Chocolate salty ones.
At least we haven't had lockdown broadband, because now that everybody's stuck at home, my broadband has had so much contention that it's been absolute garbage for ages.
My broadband falls over when it rains.
Also,
I live in a little village. We don't have cable. The fastest internet we can get is over BT's links. And when it rains too much, then my network speed drops down to about 1.5 meg.
What?
Not even joking. It's hilarious.
That's an outrage. That is an actual outrage.
And I get I've got loads of jitter on my line as well, but there's nothing I can do about that.
Sounds like a dirty thing.
Dirty.
Soggy
packets. Yeah, exactly, Clown. They're soggy packets. They go slower. Yeah. Clown knows where it's at.
It's because somewhere there's an infrastructure cabinet out in the road that hasn't been run over by a chav yet, and it's not waterproof. So when it rains, it leaks, and you get...
No, it's because the underground pipe work that all the cables to the houses run over floods.
Oh, there you go. See?
So it just... Yeah, the underwater packets don't work.
Squeaky FPV, if you're still out there in chat, we need an update on your 3D printer. What happened? Did it keep printing? Had your screen cable just popped out the back of your screen? Because
has it run out of? Has it got its packets soggy?
Because we want to know. We want to know what happened to your print. Tip of the week, a fine choice. Yes, record a video. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I think we're
done.
We've stumbled to the full hour of silliness. I do want to mention that we did attempt to get somebody on the show this week to have a little chat about
the
rules. And there's a really lovely chap called Paul, who is photo and art. And I watched a very good YouTube that he did, and I should have the link to hand, but I don't. And he was kind of last minute. We reached out to him, and he didn't feel like he had enough knowledge, and actually he did. He would have been great to talk to. He was more from a kind of DJI photography kind of side.
But the rules are the same.
Yeah, but it would have been a really interesting conversation as a more of an FPV freestyler / racer, to actually chat to somebody that is from that DJI camp. So that would have been really great to get him on. But he didn't quite feel like his knowledge was there. So I want to say thank you, Paul, for your reply. And I completely understand that you politely declined, and it was very politely declined. But yeah, we'd love to have you on. And we are looking at more guests. So we've had Sync on, which we made a terrible job of. We're going to.
We love you, Sync. And speaking of Sync for a moment, I don't know if he's watching, but if he is, congratulations on your latest sponsor. Well done.
I know who that is, and it's gone out of my head.
T-Motor.
Yeah, that was it.
So Sync FPV is sponsored by FETEC, who make fantastic gear, and by T-Motor.
And Unmanned Tech.
And Unmanned Tech.
So Squeaky FPV says, yeah, I turned it off and on again. What?
That fixes everything.
Darude Sandstorm. Yeah, so we'll. I think we'll try and get. Well, let's twist RC Maniac's arm. Let's see if we can get him on.
He's coming on.
Yeah.
He's not got a choice. I know where he lives. I'll go and kidnap him if I have to.
Let's see.
By force.
Let's see if we can't get him on the next show, which will be on the 26th of January, Tuesday, 26th of January. KWADeRATIC every fortnight. And yeah, if you've got an idea of somebody that you would like to see come on and chat with us, then let us know who you'd like to see come on the show as a guest, and let them know that we exist.
I tell you who I'd like to get on. Just and I know they're in the chat. I think we should get Clown on.
Yeah,
The guy's hilarious.
Why not?
Clown, do you want to come on the show in a few weeks' time at some point?
Okay.
Let us know. You've got our contact details.
The question's out there. I tell you what, you're wearing the hat. I'd like to get Painless 360 on.
Yeah, I might be able to arrange that. I've been talking to him about some other stuff, so we'll see.
I think he's got secretly quite a dry sense of humour. Actually, I think he'd be quite funny.
Mr. Painless 360, he is possibly, yeah, he's brilliant. I love him to pieces. Like he's a top dude, and he really knows everything. Like if you think Mr. Bardwell is the FPV know-it-all, he's got nothing on
not by
Painless.
comparison.
Like,
Mr.
Painless-
Bardwell is very informative, and he puts his videos together in a really good. His production value is really good. He gets his message across, and if you want to learn how to do it, watch his video, and you probably will. And Painless 360 is the same, but yeah, in terms of knowledge, Painless 360 wins by a mile.
Clown, we can't get Failsafe on the show. He is under the legal age of consent for adulting.
Can't do an adulting.
So no. Sorry. No under 18s are coming on the show.
No, because we say rude things too often. We try not to, but inevitably we end up saying rude words. And
Yeah, and yeah, we're not doing it.
we apologise.
And any views expressed by any participant on the show are their own and do not represent the views of anyone. Please don't sue us.
Any characters depicted in this motion picture
Are purely imaginary.
purely imaginary and not related to any other characters, living or alive, in this universe.
Or any other.
So yeah, Clown, if you're up for it, Clown will get you on.
Marty Maniac, we will see you in 2 weeks.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Painless 360, I think, is a good shout. I think we should get him on. Do you know what? I tell you what. Who else I'd like to get on is probably Will Anderson, who is the new chair of the BDRA, British Drone Racing Association. I might drop him a line and get him to come on and just like have a chat about what
you've been called out,
they are.
Serb. You have been called out.
I might be washing my hair that day. I'll join if
No.
you send me a signed prop. It's here. Look, it's here. It's here. It's ready to go. Drop me an email after the show. Cerberus@killerquads.com. Drop me an email with your address on it, and this will go out to you. So yeah,
And not in a giant box full of carrier bags.
no, it will go out. When I heard that you could now do sperm donation by post, I came in a jiffy. So
Can we just end it there? Say no more. Just end the stream. We're done. Thank you for watching.
so yeah.
This has been Cerberus.
Send
and I've
me
been Winter Blue,
your
and
address in an email. I will get that out to you. I did mention earlier in the show we have been delayed by lockdown and me being crap. So I will get that sent out to you. And I've got one sent to Poland, I want to say.
Yeah, to Ficek.
Ficek, yes. So I will get that sent out to him.
Jolly
as well.
nice chap he is as well.
So yeah, that's our list of who we'd like to see on the show. So guys out there in chat, if you've got other people you'd like to see on the show, let us know, let them know. And also another question I have for chat is, we're at show 5, right? So we're starting to get our feet a little bit, I think. It doesn't
We've got feet now.
yeah, we've got feet, we've got no pants on, it's all good. It doesn't take me 3 hours of panicking to prepare a show anymore. I can do it in like half an hour flat and it's great. So I feel like we're getting a little more comfortable. Do you feel a little more comfortable? I feel a little more comfortable. What do you think?
I think you look very comfortable.
Yes. So I think it's time to start spreading the word of KWADeRATIC. Let's get it out there. Let's get the following building. I think it's turning into, I don't know, can I say this? I think it's turning into something worth watching, I hope.
And if not, we're going to try harder to make it more chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely. So chat, what do we do next to build the show? How do we get more people's eyes on KWADeRATIC? Let me know your suggestions, and you can help that cause, because for the first 5 shows I was kind of, do you know what, don't really want to spam it all over the place. I'll answer that in a minute, Squeaky. I don't want to spam it all over the place because I don't know if it's going to be that good. I don't know if we're going to keep doing it. But no,
You seem to be.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep doing it. I'm enjoying it. You're enjoying it. The both people that are watching are enjoying it. So so let's get it out there. So guys, you can help us. Copy the link, give it a like, click subscribe in YouTube, and copy it. Share it with your mates. And if you see a post about it on the groups, share the link. Share it out to all of your friends that are FPV pilots. Let them,
And all the ones who are not.
yeah, let them know it's happening. And let's, now we're 5 in, I think it's time to actually start getting, let's get going. I'm having good fun, so let's build it.
Cool. There you go. Spread the word, and
Spread the word.
Happy New Year, and happy no flying, everyone.
Squeaky FPV says, why is your Xmas tree still up? Because there are presents under it. So
If you want to know more, go back to the beginning of the show.
So basically, TLDR, if there's a present under the tree doesn't come down. So once lockdown ends and I can distribute my presents, when I can... Sorry. Thinking of something else. When I can distribute my presents and they're no longer under the tree will come down. And if the tree's up till March, so be it. Or June. Or indeed Christmas next year. So I think
We're done.
I think we've done. We've completed everything on our non-existent script. wyntrblueFPV, thank you very much for joining me again on KWADeRATIC. It has been amazing and fun,
always
as
a
always.
pleasure. Always a pleasure.
And I look forward to seeing you again. 20
In the future.
26th, did I say it was?
Yeah, I don't know. It's in the KWAD's calendar.
26th, yeah, 26th. Tuesday the 26th will be the next version of KWADeRATIC featuring RC Maniac with his tip of the week.
Just the tip.
Just the tip, and only for a minute. We've...
Oh my god.
Dear me. Squeaky FPV, good to see you, mate. Everybody in chat, thank you for coming along. Chat, you guys really make the show so much more than just 2 guys sitting in their living room talking rubbish, because we get to talk to you guys and we get to have some fun. So thank you for coming along, and thank you.
We love you guys.
Thank you for participating, and yeah, tell your friends. Let's start building this one up. Everybody have a great week and stay safe. So cheers, mate. I will see you again on here in 2 weeks, but I'll talk to you after the show, I'm sure. And where's my next button? That one there. It just remains for me to say thank you, everybody, for coming along. Find the Killer Quads on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ding that bell so you find out when we're coming up soon, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. Take care, guys.